started. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy DeAnte, Break the Cycle Section. How you doing? And welcome to tonight's Forex Mastermind. On this call, we cover indices, guys, all right, and other fast-moving pairs such as gold, okay? So we cover US30, Nas100, SPS 500, and gold, and the dollar index, okay? If you're brand new to trading, right, understand that these indices aren't forex; they're actually stocks. All right, so and they move very, very fast. So if you're brand new to trading, I would say if you want to try to start trading these pairs that we're gonna cover tonight, do it on demo, okay? Because they move very, very fast, like I said earlier, okay? If you are starting to trade these pairs live, guys, make sure that you're doing it on a dedicated account of at least $500, okay? That's cutting it close, okay? If you're new. $500 dedicated account. That means you're not trading other forex pairs like EURUSD, GBP/JPY, or any of those. This account is strictly for indices and gold, okay? And like I already said, if you're brand new, just do no demo to get used to getting to know how the pairs move and what interacts with anything else, all right? So as you guys already know, if you've been on any of my calls, I got the worst internet ever, and it drops a lot, especially if there's a storm or all kinds of stuff. Anything will make it drop. So if it does, just hang out for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna try to make it back on. If it doesn't come back up after 10 minutes, wherever we left off at, I'm gonna continue to drop charts and maybe even some videos inside of a Telegram to finish off the session. Okay. That, and then if you would like to come mingle with a couple of the leaders with BYOBFX, a couple of forex traders that trade, guys. These aren't pretenders and stuff like that. And if you just want a little bit more info on BYOBFX and what it is that we offer, it's a lot more than just trading. It's trading, travel, and credit repair, full life transformation. This weekend, we're going to be in Atlanta, January 25th at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay? The link, if you guys want to try to get there, there's some tickets. They're very inexpensive. I think they're even free at one point. I just now dropped the link down in the chat. Go ahead and check that out. I will be there, but I'm going to be late. Okay? I won't be touching down until 7 p.m. So if you guys want to come out there and meet me, Alfie, Sus, Lorenzo, and anyone else is going to be there. That's this weekend. The address is right down below on this flyer. You can get all the information at the link that I just now dropped in the chat, okay? And one last announcement before we get rolling is we have a mastermind event, another one in Atlanta. This one's going to be more geared towards training, okay? At the end of February, it's about a month away, okay? All you have to do if you want to check out more info on that, go to BYOBFX.com or hit me up for the link. Once you go here, you go to get mastermind tickets. And so we'll be in Atlanta in about 29 days. This is going to be a full weekend, Friday, Saturday, and then we're packing up to go on Sunday, okay? So go ahead, go check us out. Go to BYOBFX.com. You go to this page and you'll see all the info on that event, all right? There's going to be 4 speakers, myself, Alfie, Lorenzo, Cornell, and Suits Liliano also speak. So we're going to be doing training. We're going to be doing mastermind together, all kinds of great stuff. So you guys want to come hang out with a couple of six-figure traders that actually do this for a living, pick our brains, you know. This is priceless opportunity for all of you. Go ahead and check out BYOBFX.com and get in where you fit in, all right? So I think we covered everything. Yeah, we're good to go. Does anyone have any questions about anything that we covered so far? Anyone have any questions about anything that we covered so far?
On the one in February, how much is that going to be? Is it free for the members or?
Tickets range from $100 to $225, and there's different types of packages. Like for instance, there's one package where you could just get a ticket for the Saturday event, the mastermind event. You'll come, you know, you'll come up to the mansion. There's other packages where you can actually stay at the mansion with us. Myself, Lorenzo, Alfred, Seuss, we usually stay at the mastermind mansion for the whole weekend. And you guys want to come, hang out with us, have dinner, have lunch, mastermind. There's different package levels. So that all depends on you. And then usually on Saturday, we go out, hit the town, and go hang out. So there's different price levels that you can give in. I think the lowest is $100 now. Cool? Any other last minute questions? All right. Let me put this last little link in here. All right. So let's go ahead and get things started. All right, the video panel. All right. Cool. So the first thing we're going to check out today, the first one I always usually like to start at is the dollar index, right? Before I move to the dollar index, I want you guys to understand that these sessions with me are interactive, okay? The more you give me, the more I can give you, all right? So I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to bounce off of you guys, and then hopefully, I'll be able to get you as much information as possible as far as what I see on the chart, okay? So if I ask you guys questions, I know there's a little bit of lag, but please interact with me, give me some of good energy, and then we'll get this thing going well, all right? So, the dollar index. We use the dollar index to help us determine which way or what direction that gold, US30, Nas100, and SPS 500 could possibly be going, okay? This is almost like an indicator for us, all right? Because we know that if the dollar is going to go for a buy, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, gold will sell US30, Nas100, and SPS 500 usually will follow the dollar index. All right. So looking at this is the same markup that we had last time. Let me see if I can find it. I have it pulled up. Here we go. Last week, before we got cut off, we looked at the dollar index on the daily time frame, all right? And what we saw was a possible inverted head and shoulders. This is the chart from last week, all right? So we knew that as long as the dollar would fall, okay, to this right shoulder, if that was what was going to play out, then gold should have kept on buying, all right? But we're waiting for the dollar to hit around the $97 mark before we start to see some sort of reversal, okay, to go back up. Also, on the 4-hour time frame, following our daily time frame analysis, we're expecting the dollar, since the broke trend line, to come back up for a retest, possibly fall down more before it turns around to buy up, right? So let's check that and see what actually happened on the daily first. Okay, so how does this play out? This right shoulder over here, it's still an inverted head and shoulders, but this right shoulder over here didn't play out as deep as we were looking, all right? It just came down to this daily trend line and rejected back up, started making higher highs, all right? Now that it has made higher highs though, you see here, it broke the top of our trend line, which is actually also the neckline of our inverted head and shoulders, all right? It came up, it hit resistance, came back down to retest not only the top of our neckline, all right, in order to extend this line further out, but also the top of our daily trend line, okay? And it actually started to reject back up today. Looking at the 4-hour, we can see a lot more clear that after this bearish move down, we basically have market reset to set up the reversal. And ever since then, we've been following this uptrend, all right? Price pulled away from my trend line, right? An impulsive bullish move, consolidated and stepped down to retest the trend line. And what did it do after that? It went ahead, it broke out to the top as expected, and now it's come down to retest our the top of our channel once, and this is the second time right here, okay? With that being said, what can we expect from here, from the point that we're at now? There's a couple things to keep in mind on this dollar index. Number one, this inverted head and shoulders still has room to play out, okay? I can see the dollar coming all the way back up to these levels up here. Okay, I can see the dollar after this push up. That's the first push up, right? Usually we get 3 to 4 pushes, right? So this is the first push up, came down for a retest, right? Breakout to the top again. The dollar retested this resistance level, came back down for a retest from the breakout, not once but twice. Now we have a double bottom at the top of our trend line, all right? So what we're looking for is this to possibly play out for buy back up. If I'm talking too fast, guys, just slow me down, okay? A buy back up here and quite possibly all the way back up here, all right? But first, what has to happen? First, we have to break this level right here, okay? It's probably actually like 2 levels in here, okay? So we actually have to break, I would say, all the way up here. All right. We have to break this resistance level first, guys, right, for the long-term buy. So if we keep on seeing higher highs on this dollar, if it breaks this resistance level, then we're going to look for a sell on gold. But keep in mind that something else will also happen here. Who could tell me what else can happen at this level? Dan Cornelius, that was quick, bro. That's what's up. Yeah. It can keep on selling. It can keep on selling. Okay? For that to happen though, we got quite a few support levels in here. I'll just extend this all the way up here. Extend this all the way out here. Extend this all the way up here. Okay? Now, if you ever been on any one of my calls when I'm talking about charting up these pairs and trend lines and support and resistance, there's something that you have to keep in mind. That support and resistance is forever going east to west, right? Support resistance is forever going east to west. This level right here will always be either support or resistance, right? Now, it's the same thing when it comes to trend lines. Trend lines are nothing but diagonal support resistance, okay? And they go on forever, all right? Two, we only worry about the trend lines close to where price is at, like these three here, for example, right? But if we were ever charting up here, and we had some trend lines set, those trend lines will be respected all the way down here also, okay? For example, I'll just extend this straight out, right? I started this trend line just to measure, or just to buy some price and move it here, right? But if I was to extend this same trend line all the way out, what do you guys see happening? What do you guys see happening on this trend line? Anyone?
It's trending up.
Yeah, it's trending up here, but this trend line, that's who hopped on, by the way. Rejection, yeah. So, but this same trend line here has proven to be a solid support level and resistance since last month, right? And probably even further. So that's why I always try to keep my trend lines on my chart, because they're showing me what price to possibly reject in the future. Okay. So if we get this, if we get the dollar to buy that, which is what we're expecting as of now, if I was to, let me turn some things on here. No. Okay. If we get price to come up, right, bounce off this rejection, this resistance again, once it breaks these trend lines, we're definitely be looking for the sales. Okay? But we wouldn't be looking for the sales until it actually breaks. So this thing could break through this resistance and keep on buying, or it could fail again, like it did over here, right? It could fail again, and, well, I'm not going to go that far deep. But if it does fall again, I'm going to expect it to come back down here in 9681. But as of now, I'm still looking for the buy up on the dollar index, okay? And to dig a little bit deeper on why, with on top of us staying above this trend lines here, right? We also, looking at my traders dynamic index, all right, I've taught on this in the past. If you guys aren't familiar with the TDI, it has the RSI, it has volume, it has market sentiment all built into it, okay? basically, whenever this line right here, this blue and red line, that's the RSI, basically, okay? When this is trending above the 50 static level here, this black line, all right, thereabout, if it's trending above that, you're in an uptrend. You're only looking for the buys, okay? So, if we're looking for a buy on gold, let me clean this up. Because I'm gonna drop this before we move on to gold. Then we're gonna drop down to the 1 hour on this also. Okay. If this is our analysis for the dollar on the 4 hour, I'm gonna drop this in Telegram. If it'll let me. All right. So that's the 4 hour time frame on the dollar, right? Let's drop down a little bit lower to see what kind of confluences we could get, let's say on the 1 hour. Okay. So on the 1 hour, we can clearly see this retest, right, from the breakout. We all know that once we have a breakout, we broke out of this level here, come back down for a retest, you're looking for entry, right? Come back down for a retest, you're looking for entry to go back up, okay? So now, this looks to be like an engulfing bullish candle, right? A nice little rejection off of the top of our trend line for this to come back up, okay? You can also drop another trend line at the top of this, all right, to see maybe it could reject earlier. But you really don't, I don't want to clog up the chart with all that, okay? You guys could break this down further on the smaller time frames, okay? I will do this one though, because we're going to be looking at US30. So I want to make sure that we're looking at US30 on the same time frame, all right? So we're looking for rejection to come back up to here, all right? So if we're looking for that, let's switch over to the gold. We got gold on the 4 hour time frame and the dollar, I'm sorry, I could have said dollar, and the 1 hour time frame. Here's what we were expecting to see on gold from our analysis last week. Off of the 1 hour time frame, we saw a possible inverted head and shoulders on gold. All right, we're waiting for it. Or we could have entered here off of this breakout in the retest right here to take the buy up, okay? Because remember last week we were looking for the dollar to drop like it did. Just a little bit, they didn't bother up actually. But once it reached the weekly 705 level, we were looking for it to reject back down and possibly fall again. We weren't really sure, but we just had that. We were open to that, okay? So let's look at the dollar on the 1 hour. I mean, not dollar, I'm sorry, we're looking at gold on the 1 hour, all right? I know this chart is a little bit of a mess. We're going to clean it up before we analyze it for this week. But all my charts, I'm always updating throughout the week. So there's always going to be new stuff on it. But overall, this buy here on gold, it played out, right? It hit our take profit, weekly 705 at 1563.21. You see we hit our take profit right here, right in this area, okay? and then we're looking forward to hit that and then pull back down, right? So what happened? It hit our take profit, went a little bit higher, then it pulled down just like we were expecting it to do. Sunday, and then this shot mark up, we hit take profit 1 and 2. Okay. But all we really did was what? Overall, we hit take profit and came back down just for a retest back to our trend line. I don't know if I had that trend line on this chart. No, I didn't. Okay. So it came back down for a retest to our trend line, but it's still basically respecting this channel right here. You guys see this upper channel? Right now, this is based off of the 1 hour. What do you guys see any patterns on gold right now on the 1 hour? Any apparent patterns that jump out to you right now?
Inverted shoulder.
What was that?
Yeah, inverted head and shoulder.
Inverted head and shoulders. Okay. You guys see anything else? Possibly playing out right now is this shooting star form. I call this shooting star. I don't know if that's the right term. I know the rising star, the shooting star. But this is one of those formations, right? Shooting star, piano formation. Okay. So on the dollar, God, I didn't get that in my head. On the gold, since we're at the top of our channel, we're also at the daily 618. What would you be expecting? Remember what we said about the dollar index. Are you expecting the retest? Okay. Yeah. So in the middle of this channel, this is a support level. Right here. Okay. Right across the neckline of that inverted head and shoulders. So we can have a couple of things happen here. We have the breakout right here. Okay, we broke out of this formation. Broke out. Hit the 618. Came back down for a retest. Remember, this is where it came from. So we could expect this. At least in 618. Or we could give this a break. Trying to make sure you guys can see this good. Then we get a break. And then the retest. Okay. I'm just bringing up the dollar index again. Same time frame. So this dollar index we're looking for it to buy up, then this could actually sell further down. Also, guys. Okay? We could get this. It could break down that below this and come back down for a retest before it comes back up. Right? So I know right now I'm not giving you guys definitive answers because you can't predict the market 100%, right? You have to have all great Forex traders that I've talked to. I don't consider myself a great Forex trader. I'm all right? All great Forex traders that I've talked to that make millions of dollars on this a year, they always plan for multiple outcomes, okay? And then you trade what the market shows you, right? So it's our job as traders to be prepared for whatever happens, right? So if this breaks out to the top, okay, I'm looking to buy. If it breaks down to the bottom, all right, I'm gonna look for it to come back down and retest this level, and I'll see if I can take a buy. If it breaks out the channel, all right, then I'm gonna go for a sell. The great thing about having multiple outcomes already played out in your chart and your mind is not only so you can be prepared for anything, but also so you don't marry a particular bias. Does that make sense? You ever trade any pair, anything, you ever trade, and you don't realize that when you're looking at the chart, you're only looking for stuff that supports your bias, right? But if you have multiple bias and analysis, then you're going to look at the chart for what it shows you, not for what you want to see. Does that make sense? Now, there are some times where we can have definitive answers, right? But in my opinion, right now, I don't think that tonight we can. Because not only is gold showing a particular buy, showing a buy, so is the dollar index. And typically, does the dollar index and gold move together? Or do they move opposite? Who can tell me?
Opposite.
Yeah, opposite. So if they're both showing the same, like possibly the same bias, there's a buy here. This is selling right now, but if it resets this, if it buy back up, then this is when I step back, look at multiple outcomes, and wait to see what happens. Right? If they're moving the same way, I'm gonna wait to see what happens. Okay? Whether the dollar moves first or gold moves first. All right. But rest assured, if gold does buy up and reject off of this level right here, I'm sorry, if the dollar index buys up and rejects off of this level right here or off of this trend line, then we should see gold this buy play out. Okay? So you just have to be prepared. One way that I've been doing lately to help me catch these moves is I have the pro version of TraderView and I set buy alerts, right? Buy or set price alerts, I'm sorry. But you can also do the same thing on NC4. So if the price of a particular currency passes the threshold, like let's say for us, let's say if price comes back up to the 618 level, right? We can add an alert here. It says look for possible rejection. The downside. All right. So now, if price comes back up to 618 and I'm not around my charts, I'll get a notification not on my laptop. I'll get an email notification, and I'll get a notification in the TraderView app on my phone saying that hey, gold at the 618 daily, the 618, the daily 618. I'm sorry, gold has hit the daily 618. You might want to check the chart to see if it's going to break through or reject that down. And when that happens, then I could look at the chart and determine if I'm going to take a sell. Yes, there's also a free app called call levels. It's called call levels that you guys can do to set price alerts. A lot of calls, there's a certain amount of notifications that you can set for free. Okay, you can also use that. All right. So, 2 outcomes on gold. I like to do this on the 1 hour so that you guys can possibly catch moves tonight or tomorrow or Friday, okay? That's why I've been doing the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frames on these charts because this is the middle of the week. And if there's a move to be caught, I want you guys to be able to catch it. You feel me? So, I'm going to drop gold. All right. What I also want to do for this gold, I want to go ahead. I just want to look at the higher time frame because I want to see if we can stack confirmations in one particular direction. So then we can be prepared for the highest probable outcome. Okay, so let's see what we can find here. Dig a little bit deeper. All right, let's go up to the 4-hour time frame. All right. And let me look at the daily real quick. Okay, so this daily is showing me more of a possible buy. These are indecisive candles over here. So right now, it looks like gold is just going to stay in this channel for a bit. Possibly collect contracts at the top and bottom, and then break out one direction or the other. I'm leaning towards a sell though. Okay, I'm leaning towards once this bad boy does break out, it's gonna break out to the bottom. All right. Keep in mind that the pairs that we're covering tonight are also highly reactive to news. Okay, they are highly reactive to news. With that being said, you can on gold see a 100 pip wick in the given direction, right? You can see 100 pip wicks on these daily candles and even on the 4-hour candles, okay? So that's why we want to be a little bit more extra patient unless you're a scalper. You know, you could be a little bit more aggressive because we have a different criteria, all right? But don't be fooled into jumping into a trade the wrong way so quickly. All right? Don't be fooled into jumping into a trade the wrong way so quickly. I would not be surprised if we do see the buy play out back up to the 736 and then a fall. Does that make sense, guys? Because what do we usually ask ourselves? What's the first question that we ask ourselves when we look at chart? Or what's the first question that I say, hey guys, when we look at chart, think this first. Ask about this first. Ask yourself this question first. before you start charting it? You guys remember? You remember cause and effect? This bearish move happened, right? This drop happened. All this is a pullback before we get this second drop. Quite possibly back to here. Okay. And what's crazy about this is that this actually lines up. This second drop, if I measure this drop here from the top to bottom, right? We can even do it from here, but I'm gonna do it from here before it turns around completely. If I take that measure move and put it at the end of what we're looking at, price to go to, before it drops again, it almost lines up with the 618 on our Fed going the other way. You see that? All this could possibly be as a rising wedge before we see it drop back down to the bottom. Okay? So short term, we can see this keep on going up. But overall, I expect it to sell down. Does that make sense to everyone? Did I lose anyone on that? Everyone good before I move on to Nas100? Good. All right, cool. 1 hour time. Right. Just gotta stay patient and wait for the breakout. I'm gonna drop this in slot. Already did. All right, cool. Cool. All right. All right. So let's start with Nas100. We're gonna go to the 1 hour first. Okay. Let's look at our chart from last week first. Did I drop one on Nas100? Yeah. All right, cool. So Nas100, we're looking at it on the 15-minute. All right. See if I can find it. What in the world? There you go. All right. So Nas100, we're looking for a buy, right? Price that broke out, came back down, retested. We're up by 9062 off of an inverted head and shoulders. See if we can break this down a little bit more, get back to that 15-minute time frame. So we can see how things play out. The reason why I like looking at these in a 15-minute time frame is because six right up here. All right. It's because we get more information, and I don't know a lot of people right now who are on this call that actually might swing trade these indices or anything like that, right? So I do it in 15 minutes, so we get more information as fast as we can and see where we're gonna jump in at, all right? So we can see the buy did play out. It's been playing out. This man has been buying all year, right? So we're not going to go against that buy. Let me move on to drawings. We're not going to go against that buy. All right. Right now, what do you guys see before I tell you what I see? Do I see anything in particular, anything interesting? Nobody? All right. What I see is we had a breakout over here. Price broke out, came back down, came back in the range. Now it's breaking back out. Okay. So this is only 15 minutes, so I can't really compare this. There you go. This is still good. All right. This is the 1 hour. Okay. 1 hour. All right, we'll just keep it at that. So on the 1 hour, we had the retest back down to the zone that we broke out. What are we expecting now, guys? Who's gonna tell me? We went down all the way back down, broke the 618, went down to the 786. Okay, this is just nothing but a retest. We got some bullish momentum happening. Okay, I'm expecting that we will be expecting this going back up to here, at least here, minimum. Okay, 92.12. We could also see it come all the way back up and keep on breaking higher highs. Keep on breaking higher highs. Okay. From the information that I'm seeing now, right now on the chart, this is what I see playing out. Okay. Could it break this? No. It could eject right off of this and come back down. Right? It can reject right off of this level and come back down. It can also reject off of this level and come back down. Okay? So with that being said, if we decide to take a buy on Nas100, right? If it does buy up, the first 10 profits will be right here at 92.12. Okay. That's the first TP. Second TP could be right here. I'll have to look at that on my MC4, but this looks to be about from here to here, support the resistance, 258 pips. Remember, we're dealing with indices here, okay? That's about 400 pips right there, all right? Do you need all of those? No, just need a certain amount. Now, I will let you guys know, I think I covered this before, but for most brokers, all you need is about $200 to trade Nas100 at the lowest lot size, okay? For every $200, I believe you could go up another dollar, I believe. It really depends on the broker, okay? SPS 500 is also the slower moving indices. So if you're brand new to these indices, I would actually start with SPS 500, then Nas100, then US30, okay? Does that make sense? Because not SPS 500 is slower, but all three of them move together. SPS 500, Nas100, and US30, they move together. What? So, if I see a buy on Nas100, I want to see a buy on SPS 500 also. Okay? I want to see a buy on SPS 500 also. So, let's check this out. See if they line up. If you guys notice, these are all naked charts. I haven't dropped not one EMA on this yet. Okay? Just simple, keeping it simple, support, resistance. That's all you really need to know to be crazy successful with Forex. Everything else is just extra. Ain't nothing wrong with extra, right? But the way I like to teach this, I'm going to teach you how to get the bad simple, and then we can throw on all the extra stuff, right? You can't make a cake without first knowing how to bake. So let's learn how to bake, let's get the cake, and then we can worry about adding on the icing and the strawberries and the sprinkles. You feel me? So, we got this short one and we got this one for now. Both of them plans. Okay? So, let's just keep it simple, guys. Do we also see a buy on SPS 500? Do we see a buy? Yeah, we clearly have a buy, right? That's Ronnie. We clearly have a buy. On SPS 500 on the 1 hour time frame, we also had a tap to our golden ratio, the 618 on our fib, and then we got rejection, right? So, I don't know where that, okay, that's where that came from. All right, so there's a couple of things we can see because we're right at a support level, okay? We also have another support level here with our trend line, right? So we could get this back up. It could just go straight up, okay? And then this something like this, okay? It might not go straight like that, but overall, something like this, to start seeing new higher highs, right? But we still have higher highs here. Higher high, this high is higher than, lower than this one, right? So this high is higher than this one, all right? This low, yeah, we broke this low right here, but we wouldn't be worried about our overall sell until we broke this low over here. You feel me? So we still have higher lows. Okay? So the single buy or SDS 500, that also lines up with Nas100, right? How many pips is this? That's 100 pips. Or SPS 500. Okay? That's 168 right there. All right? Now, I will only take this to take profit one right here. All right? I will only take it to that until it breaks that next resistance level. Remember, when you're trading, if you guys are confused on where to take profit after you enter or where to put your stop loss, all you have to do is first chart out the pair, of course, right? Put your support resistance on there, okay? And then your trend lines. Then all you have to do is this. If you enter here, just take profit at the next level. Set your stop loss at the level below and let it ride. Or set it a little bit tighter, and like this trend lines right here, set it below this candle right here, okay? And let it ride, all right? Your support resistance is going to tell you where to enter and where to exit. So there should be no confusion about that. You should be able to easily spot that out before you enter the trade if you already have it charted out. You guys feel me? So, we saw the buy on Nas100. We saw the buy on SPS 500. Okay? Let's see if we see a buy on US30. Remove all this Johnson. 1 to 1 hour. Okay? We're able to see US30 starting to reject up. With that support level right here. Right? If I was to drop a field on this, I would venture to say that this might be around either the 50 or the 618. Let's see. We're at the 50. Okay? Even with my fib here, I could just go ahead and drop my support resistance on here based on my fib levels. Right? Do that. And then I can put H1 76. I make my 76 orange. And my 0.618, I make that red. Okay? I can go ahead and remove my fib. I can set up my trend lines here. Remember, with the trend lines, find 2 points. 1, and this wick right here for me. 2, and just drive that bad boy straight through. Okay? Find 2 points and let it go. And to go through candles, to go through candles, all right? And then we can set this. 1, 2. We can also go for a third round. Okay? So now we almost have like a fan going here, okay? No support resistance. Boom, we're good. All right. Now, keep in mind that US30, am I still good, guys? Can you guys still hear me? Good. I keep on seeing glitches. Jumping one of them is still up. Are we good? 1111111. I know Rodney, Mr. Sanders is not the only one here. All right. Everyone good? All right, cool. So, first buy will be from here to here. Okay? Once it broke or breaks a retest, you go from here to here. Keep in mind, this is US30. So we can go straight from here to here. We can go straight from here to here, or here to here, in one fell swoop. All right? So keep in mind, these arrows are a little bit, it's when you're on the chart, what's happening at the moment, okay? So, but the best thing to do is just like we do with anything else. If it breaks the support level, this resistance level. If it breaks, when I see this, then the retest, then back up here. Or here. Okay? Just take your profit where you're at. Take your profit here. I don't know where I was. I think I was here. 29263. I think that's 0.00. I don't know. 0.0. We'll do that. Oh yeah, that'll be your first straight profit. This will be the second one. If it comes all the way back up here, actually, you can't even make the trend line the second straight profit. All right. You can't remember if I can type on the trend lines on this. Don't think so. So 221, CP2's up here, okay? Oh man. Okay, here we go. 29378. Okay. That's gonna be white. And yeah. All right. But remember, with US30, always just go ahead and take your profit, man. If it hits, just take that joint, wait for it to break, retest, and then ride it to the next level. Okay. Now, does this mean that it can't break down? No, because we have a trend line right here. So let's just start respecting this trend line on back down, right? But we are expecting and so the buy up at least take profit one. After that, reassess, see what it does. Does it break back down in this channel, or does it go ahead and break out and start riding this channel? Okay? So you have multiple places to take profit. This trend line, this resistance level, this trend line, this resistance level. Same thing on the way back down. If it rejects off of this, take profit is at this support level, and then the 618. Okay? If it keeps on falling. But since we're expecting at least short-term buys on both Nas100 and XAUUSD, then we're going to look for US30 to also buy short-term. Okay? If we're looking for US30 to buy short-term, then what are we looking for on gold? Gold is already doing what we were about to say. If we're looking for a short-term buy on US30, then we'll be looking for on gold. But this is doing. It's sell. Right? It's selling. Now wait to see if it breaks out. If it breaks out, gives you a retest, set to sell. If gold is selling right now on the 1 hour, let's look at the dollar index. What's the dollar index doing? We are this supposed to move, but right now it's just consolidating really, right? It doesn't take the dollar much to move for it to really move gold. You guys notice that? Who's been trading? You know, dollar really doesn't have to do much. You feel me? So, that one, did I drop the US30? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. We'll go down.
He gets the pizza party.
Hey, look, this was on that table
And
right
make
there.
sure you guys stay muted, okay? And we keep on coming off mute and you're not talking about what we're talking about, I'm gonna boot you out. Alright? So here's the chart on US30. 1 hour, okay? This is the 1 hour time frame. So you guys can catch moves tonight and tomorrow. Alright? And for my scalpers, this is gonna make the job a whole lot more easier. Because if you know the 1 hour, we're looking for overall buy or overall sell, and you're scalping off the 5-minute time frame or off the 15-minute time frame, right? And we're going for a buy, what kind of stops would you take? If we're looking for the buy overall in the 1 hour to play out, what kind of stops would you take on the 5-minute? Buy stops. That's right, KJ. That's right. I think I'm gonna drop this chart in there, actually, so you guys can see both outcomes that could possibly play out. Okay. Because remember, we're just at the 50. We're just at the 50 level on our fib. Okay. A lot of times you want to see it come down to like the 618. All right. All right. Cool. All right, cool. So guys, look, that's all of the charts from tonight. All right. We covered gold, we covered Nas100, we covered XPS 500, and we covered US30. All right. Remember, not as the order of how they move, like as far as speed and pip amount, is SPS 500 is probably the slowest out of them all. And then I would say gold. All right. SPS 500 might give you the least amount of pips. And then gold. All right. You can get 100, 150 pips on that. Easy. Okay. And then Nas100. I'm talking about like in like a 15-minute 1 hour candle on Nas100, you can get about 250 to 500 pips, okay? And then US30 on that very same move, you can probably get about 800 to 2,000 pips, okay? Have a great night, Cornelius. So that's the hierarchy to me, okay, of how they move, how fast, and how many pips, all right? So that's it for the night, really, unless you guys have any questions for me at all.